Hello, everyone. Good evening from Pakistan, and good morning or good afternoon to all those who are in different time zones. Thank you all for joining me for this fourth webinar on internal audit dashboard in Power BI. I welcome you all for on this webinar organized by Kaizen Analytics NLP. Few important notes. The demo dataset is already emailed to all the participants who are registered. After the webinar, the participants material like PPT slide and Power BI file will also be emailed to all the registered participants. Other participants who want to obtain the material of this webinar, just shoot us an email. The email ID is given over here. Leave your comments in the chat box and our team will answer you on the spot. So little bit about myself. My name is Mohammad Kashif. I'm a member of Institute of Cost Management Accountants of Pakistan since 2005. Have an overall experience of 16 years with quite all the departments, and I've worked nearly all the departments which are relevant to finance. Either they are corporate finance, bookkeeping, business process analysis, internal audit, financial modeling, capacity building, data analytics. I'm also a founder of Kaizen Analytics LLP, which is a limited liability partnership registered with Security and Exchange Commission of Pakistan. You can connect me and follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook, and also you can write me on the email ID. Now let's focus on the content of the webinar. This webinar is divided into three sections. The first section is the internal audit universe. I will discuss few of the things about internal audit. Myself, I've worked around 2.5 years in internal audit department, so I do have a little bit of experience how internal audit department works. The second is we will dive deep into two data sets. One is the expense analysis, and the second is the internal audit dashboard. And we will create those dashboards from scratch. The third is a way forward for advanced financial analytics, and I will share the details at the end. So the first one, the internal audit universe. Well, what is internal audit? It is an independent objective assurance, and it is an external assurance about the internal control of the organization, and the aim is to improve the organization operations. It is disciplined approach to manage the risks, controls, and governance of any organization. But more importantly, the internal control side is important, but risk assessment and mitigation of risk is also very important. So internal audit tend to mitigate enterprise level risk. Those risks may belong to strategic level risks. They can be operational level risks like investor relation, organization structure, IT and control risk, communication risk, compliance risk like risk, legal risk, regulatory risk, internal control, management risk, code of conduct risk, or financial risk like cost of recovery, liquidity, volume risk, market liquidity, cash flow risk, profitability risk. So internal audit tend to mitigate all those risks in their advisory role. Internal audit plan is very important, and internal audit plan is prepared keeping many things in mind, like prioritize risk from the risk assessment, the expectation of management audit committee, the rotation and follow-ups, and special projects. It tend to add all the prioritized projects and match it with the allocated resources which the internal audit department have in their arena, and prepare an audit plan which do cover a lot of the areas, but it may cover some of it may not cover some of the areas which are there in the organization, but it covers a lot of the areas as far as working of the internal audit department is concerned. So it was just a brief overview of internal audit. what is internal audit and how it works. Start with the expense analysis first. So we'll work on this demo data set of expense analysis. It has around 10,000 rows and year of transaction, the quarter of transaction, month of transaction, then the spending category, department, name, expenses, payment type, transaction date, approval status, and amount spent. And with this uh, demo data set, we will create a dashboard which looks like this one. So we'll create a dashboard which looks like this one. Uh, you can slice and dice the expenses according to quarters. You can also slice and dice according to the dates. There is a key feature where you don't have to do any calculation in Power BI, and that is the artificial intelligence visuals of Power BI. This is a decomposition tree, and in this webinar, I will not be focusing on the DAX function because it is primarily made for all those persons who are new to Power BI. So it is all drag and drop as far as this webinar is concerned. So this decomposition tree is prepared from, we will prepare this from scratch, and we will not do any calculation, and it is just drag and drop. And also we can analyze various departments. And one important thing is of the business intelligence tools like Power BI, we can drill down into each department and expenses as well. For instance, in the sales department, we want to drill down to expenses and much more. We can also analyze our expenses according to various slicers. For instance, department, employee company, employee name. This is employee country, employee name, spending category, even the approval status. So this dashboard is created from scratch from the demo data set which we have reviewed right now. And the second demo data set is a simple internal audit sheet, status sheet, where the audit status is one of the column. Then audit manager, city. This is the location. This is the risk identified in the risk register. Risk type, risk rating, departments, responsibility. It can be management, it can be board of directors, amount, audit outcomes, and other things as well. So from this simple database, we will create a dashboard which looks like this one. So we'll create a dashboard which will resemble like this one. So you can slice and dice according to years. And also you can slice and dice according to the risk rating by audit manager, by audit outcome, by responsibility, by departments, and even by departments and ranking. And also you can analyze all the risks in the slicer as well. So there is an option of drill down as well. So we will work on these two dashboards in our webinar today. So let's start the proceedings. So let's start with a blank sheet of Power BI. It is important to know what the interface of Power BI. So this is a common ribbons. There are three views. This is a report view, this is a data view, and this is model view. It has filters, it has visuals, it has fields. So first let's import the data in Power BI and let's analyze the expense data. Click on this Excel and just import from where you have placed your data set. So I will import both the database files and I will work on these files one by one. So I have checked both the files and click on load. Okay, both the files are loaded over here. So let's first develop the dashboard which is related to expense analysis. It is important to name the dashboard first. So click on this toolbox and just name it as expense analysis. Name it as expense analysis and I think 24 or make it 28. Bold and make it blue. So this is the name of the dashboard. This is the first thing which we'll do. And now it's important to just analyze our expenses. So click on this decomposition tree. Click it over here. And you want to analyze the amount spent. And you want to analyze it with uh, say departments, analyze it with employee country and with employee name and even with expense type. So if you can see, just click over here and you can analyze it with a higher value or with lower value. So I want to analyze it with lower value. So this is the first type of analysis. Then I can analyze it with higher value and then with higher value as well. So you can see that in your amount spent, USA is the highest spending as far as value is concerned. The department, marketing department is spending the more. Sales is the second one, and general and administration is the third one. You can also analyze it with say various things. Like for instance, we want to analyze it with first with departments. Now then we want to analyze it with expense type. And then we want to analyze it with the employee name. So this is the artificial intelligence visual of Power BI where it calculates, it makes all the calculation and rank them accordingly according to your requirements. So you can analyze it that your actual spending is high in tech and operations. Second is marketing. Third is sales. And in tech and operation, hotel is the highest type of expense. Dinner is the second one in taxi, and then car rental, and then others. As far as employee name is concerned, Alice Cooper is definitely spending a lot. So in hotels. And you can also analyze it in this one. In dinner. This is the employee name which is spending highest as far as this expense is concerned. And in personal mileage, let's see. So this is the employee which is doing more of the expenditure as far as this expense is concerned. So this decision tree is very easy to use, and you can analyze it, analyze your expenses very easily in this decision tree. So let's place some slicers and let's finish up this dashboard. So first, let's place one slicer of quarter. Let's make it in tiles, vertical. So this is the first slicer which we have created. Second, we can create a slicer of dates, transaction dates. So this is the second slicer which we have created. And if you can see, creating slicer in Power BI is just so easy, simple. We can create different slicers as well. For instance, let's create. We want to analyze these expenses due to in various categories in department, employee country, employee name, spending category, approval status. So let's create those slicer over here. First slicer is the department, and let me show you one thing which is important for visualization purpose. So let's click over here, let's choose the background, and then we will visualize all the things. So let's choose this gray background, and also this one 50%. So this one is over here. We will do the visualization along with our dashboard as well. So let's do the visualization over here as well. Let's, as far as background, make it nil, and as far as item is concerned, make this one white, and this one, yeah, this is more attractive. Copy paste. So you have now the second slicer will be up employee country. Just click on employee country. So you will have employee country. The third one, Control C, Control V. The third one is the employee name. And the fourth one may be spending category, this one. And Control C, Control V, we can have the fifth one as well, the approval status. So we have all the slices over here, and you can do all the slices over here, like just click over here and all the dashboard will change accordingly. We'll do the visualization of this one as well, this slicer. Go in item, font size white, background, this one. Yeah, that's good. And let's make the background nil, and also let's don't go, yes, it is quarters. And let's click over here, format paint, and click over here. So it has formatted all the things. Input data, make it white, and also this background, just make it blue. Yeah, that's it. So now we can just place some other thing as well over here. For instance, I will show you how to place a visual, and you can drill down with those visuals as well. Okay, so let's place this tree map over here, and let's make it in a drill down option. For instance, first actual spending in values, and we want to place two things in this group. The first one is the department, and the second one is the expense type. Okay, if you can see, before placing this, if we place the department over here, there are no arrows shown over here. If you can place this expense type over here, there are some arrows which appear over here. So these are the arrows which are informing that you have the drill down option in this visual. And by drill down option, I mean this is a department and you want to drill down with this department into expense type as well. So click over here, click on this drill down, and now it is showing that total expenses are on the higher side as far as sales are concerned. You can drill up and you can go in the department and just drill down in departments. So in the development sector, market field events and dinner are on the higher side. So you can slice and dice according to your requirements. So let's just do the final touch-ups of this visual as well. Background nil. As far as title is concerned, just make it dark blue and make it center adjustments. That's good. And we can place one more visual over here. For instance, we can place a stack bar chart, which is this one, stack bar chart. And let's place a stack bar chart and let's place throw some number over here. So first, let's place the actual spendings, the payment types in the legends, and expense type. And let's rename it as, in the title, spending by expenses. Let's make it dark blue and also center line. And let's do other things as well, like turn the background off, and in x-axis turn the title off, and in y-axis turn the title off. So that's it. And also you can place this one, but yes, you can place data labels over here as well. Now click over here. Now we are about to finish this dashboard, and now let's do the final touch up of this dashboard as well. This decision tree, turn this background off, and also let's see, decision tree is here. So we have the lines as well, and then data bars. Negative should be this one, and this one it should be much lighter. Yeah, that's much like it. Category, background, we can take this background, this one, and much lighter color is much more preferred, this one. And also we can have a dark blue and subtitle as well in dark blue. Great. Click over here and turn off this one. So if you can analyze, we have created an expense analysis dashboard from scratch with few minutes, and You can analyze this expense analysis dashboard according to your requirements. For instance, you want to analyze it, say, which are the departments. So these are the departments which are on the higher side, and this is the executive department is not spending too much. So this is the development department. So let's see which are the expense type which are on the higher side as far as development department is concerned. So these are the expenses which are on the higher side. So let's see in this lunch, which are the employee names which are on the higher side. So these are the employee names which are on the higher side. You can analyze it with dates. So it will give the expenses for this period. The, the dashboard is interactive with each and every slicer. So if you can analyze it with, say, this period, so it is giving all the information of this period. And you can analyze it in quarters, simply in quarters. So all the information is changing as far as quarters are concerned. For instance, in quarter one, tech and sales GA, these are the actual spendings which are doing more of the spendings. In quarter two, marketing is also included in quarter three. So sales are here, and this has changed in quarter four. So marketing is taking the lead as far as quarter four is concerned. Also, this spending category as well. You can see, say, airfare expenses. So these are the departments who are doing all the airfare expenses. And you can slice and dice according to your requirements. So this was a demo data set which we have shown the power of Power BI, and it is shown the type of analysis which you can do in Power BI using your own data. So this is the first dashboard which we have created, and now it's time to create the second dashboard by using simple database which we have analyzed in our first section. So let's create a new sheet, and now let's move to this second table, this one, internal audit status one. So we'll analyze all these items in this dashboard. So first, just give it a name, internal audit dashboard. Make it dark blue. This one, make it 28 and make it bold. Okay. So it is important to give the name of the dashboard first. So the name is here. So let's place some slicers first, and then we will place other items in the dashboard as well. So let's place the slicer first. Click on the slicer, click on this year. So the year slicer is over here. And now we can place some other slicer as well. Click on the slicer, and we can have the slicer of cities. Drop down box, yes. We have the slicer of cities, and now we can have other slicer as well. So let's do the visualization as well. Click over here in this format, choose gray color and make the transparency 50%. This is the first slicer, and we'll be making another slicer of department. Control C, Control V. We'll be making the third slicer as well for risk type. This one. Okay. So now let's place some other items over here. Let's first let's select this donut chart. And let's place first the risk rating in the values. And now we'll place two items to analyze it in a drill down option as well. So first we'll place the assign audit manager in legends, and second we'll place the risk type. And let's risk rating by audit manager. Yes, that's good. Make it dark blue, and also this one central. Let's make one more thing to make it much more visible. Let's make it category and percentage, and let do not show this. Yeah, that's good. You can see this down arrows. So this is a drill down option, because you can drill down from assign manager to risk type. For instance, this assign manager, you just right click over here, drill down, and you can see it is working on various assignments, and 60% of its assignment are on higher risk, 35% are on medium risk, and only 5% are on low risk. And you can drill up. You can go over here and drill down, and you can analyze it that this audit manager is working on two type of assignments, which are low risk and medium risk. He is not working on any of the assignment which are on high risk. So this is the first option, and let's create one more donut chart over here. Similar one, but let's make it different with different options. For instance, we want to make it audit outcome and risk type. So just click over here and let's place audit outcomes at the top, and also rename it as audit outcome. Okay, so this is as per the audit outcomes. And it has the drill down option as well. Let's analyze it in locations. For instance, there are few type of maps, and Azure map was introduced 2 months back in Power BI. So let's analyze the Azure map. So we have the latitude and longitude as well. So place latitude over here, longitude over here in the respective place. And in legends, let's place this risk type in legends. And in size, let's place risk rating in size. And in tooltips, we want to place two things. For instance, what is the department? Let's go over here and let's make this bubble off, and let's make it a bar chart. Great. So let's rename it as, click over here and rename it as risk rating by location. Okay. Make it dark blue and also let's make it center line. That's good. So we are 50% done as far our dashboard is concerned. Now it's time to uh, finish up this dashboard over here as well. So let's place another visual over here, and this time we will place stack bar chart over here. And let's place first, let's place the departments in the x-axis, risk type in legends, and this total amount over here. So as far as the risk is concerned, let's make it on those colors which are much more familiar to us. For instance, in the data color, let's make some uniform colors over here. For instance, this type, this is higher is dark red. This is, you can name it as light one. And this is medium. I think, yes, medium should be lighter one. As far as low is concerned, change the color for low. So you can see that low has a different color. And in y-axis, just remove this title. As far as this this y-axis is concerned, first the x-axis, remove this title as well. And also let's place one more thing, data label. Yes, let's place this data label over here. So you can slice and dice. So we'll do all the working in the end as far as this dashboard is concerned. So let's finish up with some free maps. So let's place free map over here. So let's place one tree map. And let's place first risk type, then departments, and as far as value is concerned, risk rating. And we can also place the expense type, I think. Yeah, this one over here. The responsibilities, whether it is board responsibility and any other responsibility. So let's click over here and we can see that these are the management and these are the board issues. Let's click over here, and as far as uh, this one is concerned, let's make it medium. Let's make it the same color, this one. Low, we have made the same color, medium, this one. And as far as high is concerned, let's make it this one. So we have a uniform color as far as high, medium, and low risk are concerned. Let's make this background nil. And as far as title is concerned, risk rating by department. Make it dark blue, and also let's make it this one. Okay, that's great. Another, we can place another one over here, and for this we will use this chart, stack column chart. So let's fill it up over here. And in first, let's place these responsibilities in x-axis, then risk type, and then risk rating. Great. And just we will be finishing up this dashboard as well with, say, responsibilities. Okay. Font dark blue. This one. And in x-axis, let's change this one in title. This one dark blue, and in y-axis, make it dark blue, and also make the title this one. Great. So now it's time to make some final touch-ups of this dashboard. Click over here and background nil, and in this item, make it white and make it background this one. And just click over here, paintbrush, click over here. This one, and also click over here and paintbrush this over here. Click over here and just click over here. So it has done all the things. Let's make some final touch-ups. This one is dark blue and this one is okay. Great. Click over here and click over here. Great. So let's again data labels, turn on the data labels. Click over here and click over here. Okay. So it doesn't matter. Let's turn off this data label. Okay. No, that's not this one, this legends. And click over here and this one. And just click on this Azure map and turn this background off. Turn this background off and also make this numeric number. Yes. This one is dark blue, dark white, and this one is blue. That's good. So if you can see that we have created this dashboard in a matter of few minutes because of we haven't used any DAX function in this one, and we have just drag and drop all the information which we have uh, to create this dashboard, which is totally interactive as far as year is concerned. So it will give the information for 2017, 2018, 2019. We have the drill down option as well. We have the drill down option in this one as well. For instance, in medium, let's see. So these are all the options, and all the dashboard is completely changed as far as one drill down option is clicked on. So it shows all the information which are relevant to this one. And also, if you can see over here, just click over here in this higher one. So you can have this one as well. You can see it in department. You can see it with cities. And also you can review it with risk type. what are the higher risks, what are the lower risks. So as far as high risk is concerned, IT is on the highest risk, then health and safety, then intellectual property, and then financial systems. So you can create all the dashboards. We have shown you some very simple techniques to create simple dashboards in Power BI using, we have used sample database over here. You can use your database and just drag and drop your information in different type of visuals to create an interactive dashboard which is used in your decision making for advanced financial analytics. So we work on different premium courses as far as teaching finance and business professionals how to use Power BI for their data analytics and data visualization purpose. We have two premium courses, training workshops. The first one is dynamic financial decision making in Power BI, and the second is advanced financial reporting in Power BI. So we will discuss both of these premium training one by one. So the first is dynamic financial decision in Power BI. We are running our second batch of dynamic financial decision in Power BI. It is a 12-hour detailed training workshop which is spread over 3 days. In October, we are running a 30% off for this training. It is a participatory method of training, and we work on Zoom as our platform to deliver those trainings. These are the dates for those trainings. We start with on February 9th of October in Pakistan Standard Time. It is evening. Then on Saturday, Sunday, it is full day. So let's analyze what is prepared in dynamic financial decision in Power BI. So first, we will analyze the advanced ratio analysis in Power BI. So we will create those ratios from a data set, and if we can analyze it, we can create ratios which are interactive for years, for quarters. And if you can see over here, these ratios are changing as far as the colors are also changing, because the goal is set over here. So if it is above the goal, it is in green, and if it is below the goal, it is in red. This is a dynamic description of DuPont analysis. So we'll do DuPont analysis as well. So in DuPont analysis, we will also analyze the advanced visualization techniques. For instance, we can analyze it in KPI, and we can also analyze it in charts as well. So this is advanced feature of Power BI. So we'll explore those features as well. So this is the first dashboard which we'll be creating. The second one is the profitability analysis, but in a scenario base. So for instance, if we can reduce our revenues to say minus 60%, so what is the impact in total profit? If we can reduce our cost of goods sold to say 10%, what are the scenarios? We can reduce our OPEX to say 10%, what are the scenarios? And income tax and interest, if it is decreased by 6%, what is the scenario? So we'll do this advanced scenario analysis technique as well in the dynamic financial decision, and we will create another dashboard. This is the two dashboard, and we'll create the third one as well. We'll use the business general business performance data in this one, and we will analyze the pricing scenario, the demand scenario, and the costing scenario in this. And you can analyze if your price is increased by 6%, what is the total effect on overall business? If your demand increase by say 2%, so what is the total effect on your business? What are the total sales and what are the scenario sales? And if your cost decreased by 6%, so what are the total sales and what are the scenario sales? So you can analyze it with product wise, you can analyze it with customers and all those things. So you can place all the slices according to your need. So we will do a detailed 12-hour workshop to create this dashboard from scratch in our first training. This is the dynamic financial decision in Power BI. So we are running our second batch, which starts on 9th of October. So, and as far as our second training is concerned, which is the advanced financial reporting in Power BI. So we are running our fifth batch for this training of advanced financial reporting in Power BI. It is same. It is 12-hour training spread over 3 days, and we are running a 30% off for this October 2020. It starts on 16th of October. So what we will be creating in advanced financial reporting in Power BI, let's analyze. In advanced financial reporting in Power BI, we will create income statement from scratch. And if you can see over here, this income statement is dynamic. As far as actual is concerned, you can just click on this one slicer, and all the information of the income statement is converted from the amounts to vertical analysis, which is as percentage of revenue. And you can also analyze it with last year, comparison of last year. So we'll work on time intelligence function as well in this assignment. We'll do the aging analysis. This is a dynamic aging analysis. You can do the aging analysis by customer as well. We'll prepare some other financial reports like cash flow, balance sheet. And apart from this one, we will also analyze the revenues, the sales and customer insight in this training as well. And you can place your slicer of cities, products, income source, even quarters and years. And you can slice and dice your years of total sales and sales last year. So we'll do detailed working as far as DAX is concerned and data visualization is concerned for these two trainings. So and our training method is very important. In our training method, we don't believe in passive teaching method. We believe in participatory teaching method. That is, we believe in practice by doing. So in this way, in our training method, it is focused on two phases. The first phase is learning on a demo data set. So in the 3 days, the participant will learn techniques from trainer based on the demo data set. And in the second phase, in learning by implementation, the participant will choose one dashboard for their professional assignment, and the trainer will assist them in preparing that dynamic dashboard in Power BI using their own data set. So this is our training method. If you are interested in our training, do let us know in the comments, and also you can write us on the email ID which is given over here. This is all as far as this webinar is concerned, and bye from now, and let's meet either in the trainings or in our fifth webinar, which will be in the last of this month of October. So bye from now.